I'm disappointed with Kendra because she actually let this go. She should have stopped it once she said that she was married. But let's go ahead and look past the married part because she said she's separated, and we're going to see why she's separated. So let's go ahead and get into the video because it's a lot to talk about.
Any colors.
Hello,
Hello.
hi.
What's your name?
My name is Leanna,
Leanna. Where you calling me from, baby?
Arkansas.
Leanna, Arkansas. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. What you do for a living?
Call center.
Call center. You have any kids?
5.
5 kids. How old are your 5 kids?
Ooh, I got stair steppers. I have 9, 10. I got an 8-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
Okay. All by the same man?
No, I have 3 fathers of my children.
Okay. Hey,
Now, brothers, that's negative one, number one. 3 baby daddies. All right. I just want to just let you brothers know that first of all, you have to, whenever you're dealing with a single mother like that, you are going to be dealing with, let me see, that's 5 kids. You got the mother, that's 6 personalities, and then if the fathers are around, you got 3 more personalities to deal with. So that's a total of 9 personalities that you have to deal with. 9. Brothers, this is why I say dating a single mother can be dangerous. But that's not even, but there's more danger, brothers. Let's continue.
have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
I'm working on it. He's incarcerated, but don't want to divorce me.
Child, wait a minute. How long you been in jail for?
He actually been locked up since October of 2015. He's in a federal prison.
So, okay, because I have a policy, and the policy is if you're not officially divorced, you gotta call us back when you are all the way divorced.
Now, why didn't Kendra end it there? She just put out the rules of her show. So why didn't Kendra end it there, knowing that this woman is still officially married? Why would you continue?
That's true.
And on top of that, the man is incarcerated since 2015, and he does not want to be divorced. So now, brothers, you have, and she's going to tell you when the brother is supposed to be alleged, when he's, I guess, either up for parole or going to be getting out. So, brothers, do you really want to deal with this? You have a total of 9 matter of fact, there might even be more than that because that nigga probably crazy. Oh boy. Something that you wanted to say, sir?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen her continue, even if that's it. I've heard there was a woman on here that said something about her man being in prison and she still wouldn't do it. So this is the first time that she let this slide. Probably there's probably reasons behind it, but this is odd.
And y'all wonder, and y'all say that Elder Slim is the one that be putting out these crazy women. No, Kendra G makes these women highlights. And here's the thing, brothers, the whole world is able to see this. So now the whole world, people from other races are looking at like, dang, is this what black women be doing out here in these streets? Let's continue.
You have a unique situation because your husband is in
She said the word unique. Unique situation. Let's continue.
jail. Is he in jail for how long?
He got locked up in 2015, but he's supposed to be released. The website say 2026.
So why won't he divorce you?
Because he feels like the children need mother and father. But I feel like children shouldn't like hold you down in a relationship. Like you guys can be friends, you know what I mean? But like I don't feel like you should have to, be in a relationship just
Brothers, how many times have you heard the woman use that word friend very, very, very loosely? That word friend, when it comes out the female's mouth, is used very loosely. And what do they need why do they need so many male friends? They need somebody to help them fix their car. They need somebody for a lunch date. They need somebody to help them fix their pipes, whatever pipes they might be talking about. Brothers, oh man. I don't make these things up, brothers. I just let the black woman talk. And they always gonna contradict themselves. They always gonna make themselves look foolish. I don't have to do it. I just played a video for you so you can see what they're talking about and what to avoid. That's what I'm here for, brothers. Knowledge, advice, and wisdom. Let's continue.
just for the children.
So one of the reasons why I don't allow people, I don't allow people who are separated to go forward, because there's a chance that you could probably get back with the person. So, and then we had a big surge of everybody was separated trying to get on. This is very unique, but I still wonder if this is going to be a safe space for a man, because you essentially have your husband is incarcerated. You're telling us he does not want to let go of the marriage. He would be out when?
Supposedly 2026.
So he'll be out in 2 years. How do we know he's not going to, try to do something to your new boyfriend?
Hopefully he has an understanding right now, and he'll still have that same understanding with me, not wanting to be with him. I understand him, saying give him a chance, but we have an understanding. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the abuse that we went through. He knows that I don't want to go through that anymore, but I do feel like it would be okay, because I have been in relationships before during his incarceration, and I mean, it was fine.
What? I've been in relationships before and it was fine. The nigga was locked up. What about when the nigga get out? The only thing that's gonna happen is this is what's gonna happen. And I don't know why anybody will be fighting for you, because you're not good looking. But let's go past your looks. You got two niggas fighting for you, and brothers, you never fight over a woman. You fight for your woman, but you never fight over a woman. So then you got two niggas knuckling it up, throwing blows. One ends up dead, 6 feet deep, and the other one ends up behind bars. And guess what the woman is gonna do? She's gonna cry them crocodile tears over the two bum ass niggas, and then she's gonna start the process all over again. I don't make these things up, brothers. I don't make these things up. And what about the other two goofy ass niggas that got her pregnant? You probably got to worry about them too, because more than likely they might be picking up their children. But again, brothers, I don't make this stuff up. People say that this ain't real. This is the internet. Boy, let's continue.
So can't you force a divorce?
I'm not sure. I'm all new to this. I'm just now stepping all out, into the divorce world. I already know how much it costs. With me being a single mom, 5 kids, you know how it is trying to be able to get your monies together. But I'm already in that process. I just got to get the money together and take it to the man.
So how long have you been trying to get a divorce for?
Asking him for at least 2 years, and then seeking this process on my own this year.
A lot of people are saying this is a dangerous situation for a new man.
Exactly. Thank you. Very dangerous. Even the comment section is saying it's dangerous. I don't even know why any man would even take this up. Now, if you're just doing a smash and dash, do what you got to do. Get your nut on and leave. But if you're trying to be in a relationship with this chick, you crazy. You hella crazy. And again, this chick is ugly.
In a way, I would agree. I should be fully divorced. But
yes, sir.
We don't even know what living situation this guy is in either. We don't know if he was living with, well, they had to be living together and then he got locked up. So we don't even know how that process is going to be when he gets out of jail. And if she gets in a relationship, it might get a little, like you said, it might get a little dangerous. And I do agree that, you know, even when the woman has a good rapport with the father, it doesn't mean that you and that guy is going to get along. It doesn't mean that y'all won't have problems. And like I said, that being in jail that long, it, you know, being in a space, a confined space like that, that does something to you. So he's gonna have to. We don't and you're right. We don't know what type of dude he is. But I'm thinking about the living situation. Like I don't, you know, normally I wouldn't believe, you know, I wouldn't think most people would just put all this stuff into storage, and you know, he probably has his stuff still in that closet. You never know. But that's all.
Crazy, 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 crazy. I have to agree, but this is crazy. Oh boy, and it's always black women. And you know, people be like, "Oh, it's white women do it, Hispanic women do it, Indian women." You probably right, but for some reason, black people are the only one that's on display all the time. So I'm sure that there's some Hispanic women that probably do some crazy shit like this, and other races. But why are we the only one on display? Let's continue.
But I mean, if you have someone, there's plenty of people I feel like go through situations like this as well and would understand, you know, the separation part. But I'm not trying to immediately jump into something. I'm not trying to immediately just jump into a relationship. I want to be friends first. You know what I mean? And if you're willing to work with me through that process, I'll be willing to work with that man through whatever it is that he has to go through
That word friends again. That word friends again. Let's continue.
as well.
Some are saying you could apply for a no-fault divorce.
I'm not exactly sure what a no-fault divorce is, but I did look at some legal things here, and they were saying something like because he's been gone for more than 30 days, and people have been telling me like put an ad inside of the newspaper, but you know, I'm just slowly working.
That stuff doesn't always work all the time, but yes, that is something that you can do. Put an ad in the newspaper, 30 days, and you can get a divorce if the man doesn't reply. But I don't know. I don't even know if they even still do that, and I don't even know if that's even still legal. I don't know, but let's go ahead and continue.
Working on that process as I can.
What do you do for a living, Leanne?
Again, I work at a call center for a bank.
Oh, you told me that. And you're 36. So Leanne, Arkansas, 36. How many kids? Do you have any kids by the man you're married to?
I do.
How many kids you have by him?
3, and those are the stair steppers.
The oldest ones?
No, the youngest. The 8, 9, and 10.
So your last 3 children are by your current husband, who's
This chick had kids back to back to back. Dude was laying. What the hell? I mean, I ain't mad. Hey, do you, bruh? You already did it already, boy. He was straight up. He ain't give a shit. He was just beating them guts to the fullest. Right after she popped the baby, that 3 months later, he put it right back in there. She ain't even let it even heal. Golly, 8, 9, and 10. Let's continue.
incarcerated, who you are trying to divorce, but he won't divorce, and now you want to meet a friend that would. I'm just curious, what kind of man you think is going to sign up for this, honey? What kind of man are you looking
I'm out
for?
here looking. That's why I'm out here looking.
So I'm just curious, what kind of man are you looking for?
Somebody who can, I don't necessarily want to say protect, you know what I mean? But somebody who's open-minded, willing to go out on dates. I don't want to say provide, you know what I mean? Because I can provide for myself. And, you know, I mean, we all do need a provider, but I'm not out here looking for no man for no money. But I would hope that he does have his own money because I'm not trying to pay for his way. You know what I mean?
What? You know. Go ahead, real.
Money matters. Like I like the stress, especially women with children. I think the way women perceive getting to know a man and the way a man does, we invest on all levels. So whether at the beginning it matters, it's gonna matter at one point. So you got to go into relationships, especially if you have children or you're just older. Like you got to kind of like standardize your ideology about relationships like it's happening. So in if things are going right and you plan on committing and eventually he moves in, if those kids are still young enough, they're going to be living in a house too. So you want a man that could financially support that. So it's not going to happen overnight. So there's something that has to be a standard at the beginning. You got a child. It's scary to know that women only care about if they can take care of themselves, and that's why I believe it's only sexual, because there's only just enough free time and availability just to fuck. Because if you're really thinking about the kids, you're gonna want a man that's gonna be able to be a leader. And we live in a world where money is a demand. It's a standard of living. And she has 4 kids, and she's in a
5.
particular situation where anything can happen. Because that man, like I said, that man can get out. We don't know if how she has a house, if his stuff is just in the garage or in the attic. We don't know. But to believe that there's no such thing as a friendship to a lover, and I don't know why people believe that's a stage. No, either you dating a man that wants to commit, or you're dating a man that just wants one specific thing from you, and he might take you out and he might spend time with you, but it's one particular thing. If you want a man fully invested, dating a committed man, he's gonna be privy of finances. So when you say that's not a big deal, it makes me believe like your history with men were just more superficial and wrapped around sex.
Right.
And that's all.
It's I had to laugh, man. And listen,
What going on with you, Slim?
what's going on, Gullah Gullah? Again, I had to laugh at this, man. And first of all, why even come on the show looking like this? And I'm not. I know I keep talking about her looks, but I could do that because I don't look good. But at the same time, like she didn't do her hair. I mean, this is crazy. Oh boy, brother, this is a dangerous
She looks like
situation.
a chupacabra. She looks like that. She looks crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. And there's probably a brother that would actually get into this type of situation with this woman. Let's continue.
But
What are your deal breakers?
my deal breakers would be liars, somebody who can't keep a job. Just the small town that I'm from, this is just what I go through. You know what I mean? A lot of us women here go through. So liars, people who can't keep a job, um, things like that. And I wouldn't even say that I don't want to date somebody with kids, because I love kids and I am a family person. Family is always first. But yeah, those are the things. I mean, I don't really have too many pet peeves as long as you clean, you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Brothers, keep in mind she's from Arkansas. I don't know what part of Arkansas, but you got a lot of them southern states that are just they really poor. I don't I don't know if I should use that word poor. Maybe I should, but this low income out there. Arkansas, Louisiana, certain parts of Mississippi, those 3 states, and there's some other states too, but those 3 southern states, it's pretty much low income out there. And here's the other thing too. You got these women that are sleeping with these same bums, getting pregnant by these same bums. That's why, and you can look up the stats yourself, it's over 50% of black men between the ages of 18 to 50 that have no children. So these women are actually sleeping with the same bums in their town. They're getting pregnant by these same bums and Pookies and Ray Rays. I don't make it up. I'm just keeping it real at the end of
Right,
the day.
right. she stays in like a rural, and that can, these rural towns is like generational when it comes to like how they date. So I kind of now understand why she's just saying things very simple like that. It still doesn't make sense because she's giving herself a disservice. But when you
Right.
grow up in this small town, you see the same kids generationally growing up. And again, I'm like I said yesterday, if you ever been with a guy that worked, that had a vehicle, that had a place to stay, and you ever been with a guy that lacked those things, it's pretty hard for him to make that shit up. So
Right.
you have to make yourself believe that he's doing something, because you know the difference from when someone has something when they don't. How they arrive based on whether you know how it felt when you didn't have it versus how you operate when you do have these things. So I don't know how women get trapped in these situations. It's almost like they see that it could be something fishy going on, but they ignore it for whatever reason. But either you've never talked to a man that had a place, a job, and a car, like actively or consistently,
Mhm.
or you have. And if you have, that should be a measurement for how active and how a man portrays himself. Because how the hell does he get away with not having any of those things long enough to hurt you? It's like,
Now
I
speak on
think you
that.
could find that out in like a week. Like, you wouldn't have to really
Shit.
try to find out. A grown man, like, come on now.
Now speak on that. A lot of these little young niggas, they'll hit a little small lick, $15,000-$20,000, and they'll ball out for a month. That's enough time to trick a bitch. You see, all she looking at is what you got, and then you go in there and you putting that thing on them. We already know that women fall in love with sex. You see, that's how that shit be happening. They hypergamous, and then they don't be looking at the right shit. You see.
Right.
Nigga go and he hit him a little lick for about $15,000-$20,000. He can ball out for a month. You know, oh, he picked me. You know, I'm his girl. He putting it down on her every night. They getting high. They done went shopping. He loved me. Oh shit, damn, baby. I done fucked up. You got my back. Yeah, I got your back for the next 15, 20 fucking years.
I don't get it. I don't get it, brothers. But let's go ahead and continue.
Does this man have to look a certain way?
I mean, as long as you ain't out there looking bummy. I mean, I know I look bummy. I need a new hair, do and stuff like that. But I mean, they ain't got to be out there with suit and tie. You know what I mean? Don't be out there with your pants sagging, because a pants sagger or a thug or a hood person is not what I want or what I'm looking for.
That's the kind of person that would sign up for this, though.
Right.
I just want to be transparent.
I don't even think a guy that. Listen, I'm gonna give it to you real quick, again. I don't even, no black man, no man, period, should sign up for this. Not one. Now, again, brother, if you just going to do a smash and dash, have fun with it. I hope she do the Kendrick cam, because I want to see what she working with, because she. Go ahead, real.
Well, look at here.
You're
What?
right.
What?
My fault.
Who
Go
would
ahead.
hit that? I'm just saying, I don't like to call sisters. I'm just saying the sister is not appealing. That's all. Not to me, anyway.
Well, go ahead, real.
Yeah, like, they're just gonna get fucked. They're not. The men aren't signing up for that type of relationship. They're just gonna enter. No man minds paying for a date. They're gonna fuck her. That's not signing up for it. Just because they may give her some time and attention and take her out, that's not signing up for it. All he's gonna do, she's a lick. Like, she's not nothing more. He already knows that she probably look at what she just said at the very beginning. As long as you're not bummy, and then right after that, I know I'm looking bummy right now. I gotta get new hair. So literally, the way she thinks is like not even like she doesn't even compliment what she wants.
Right.
So it just doesn't add up. Period. You already know she's gonna come with a lot of she's gonna come with a lot. She clearly she knew she looked bummy, and she did nothing to have a better representation for herself. She still pressed join, and she's going through this right now. So she knew she looked bummy. So it says a lot about that. Representation says a lot. But that's all.
Yeah,
Let's
she
go
do
to
look like she on dope.
yeah.
She look like she on dope, y'all.
And brothers, I'm really I already said this earlier. I'm disappointed with Kendra because she has the rules that if you're married, she will not continue, and she's going through the whole thing. She's going through the whole thing, brothers. So you see how she's breaking the rules. Y'all better watch out for these women, brothers. Y'all better watch out. But let's continue.
I think that a lot of times we don't do enough self-reflection. And I mean, just without judgment, let's just read the resume. You know, you are a mom to five, but okay. 5'3" men, but okay. But now you're married to one of the men who's currently in jail, who doesn't want to divorce you, and is going to get out in 2 years. Like, what kind of man is going to say, okay, I'm ready for that challenge? Because there's just so much drama potential. I don't even know what your husband currently in jail is in jail for, right? And whether it be right or wrong, you telling us he ain't willing to let you go. So if he ain't willing to let you go, why would a guy feel safe in signing up for this when you have a husband, so you're legally married, and you're on record saying he don't want to let me go, and he's going to be out in 2 years? Can you see how that could be a very cautionary tale for a man who got his stuff together to sign up for?
Right.
You know, so I know that you might not like the men you are attracting because you were describing them, but I think the best way to attract different people is to become different. And that might mean you might got to spend some time on just getting yourself in a better position so you can attract better. Because in this position, you're going to attract Pookie. That's what you're going to get if you don't want him.
Right.
Let me get this straight. So it took Kendra to tell her that another man that would probably potentially try to holler at her or even want to date her, that he would be in a dangerous situation. So somebody has had to tell you that in order for you to understand that? This is where I say that women, I'm not saying all, but 99.9% of women in America are selfish. This is a dangerous situation. You got 3 baby daddies. We don't know about the other 2. We don't even know why your husband is in prison, federal prison. And I'm just going to just say, assume that he's in there for probably drug-related charges. Because I'm sure y'all ain't making no money out there, so that nigga would probably sell either some crack or cocaine. I'm just going to just put it out there. So that nigga is in federal prison since 2015. The nigga does not want to let you go, but yet you will put another man in a dangerous situation. And it took for Kendra to tell you this, and now you get it? So, brother, she's willing to cost you your life. Brothers, I tell you this all the time. The so-called black woman of America, not all of them, but 99.9% of them are dangerous. They are selfish. They only care about themselves. And nowadays, even with the Most High giving them the maternity DNA so they can take care of children, they still don't even care because now they're willing to bring another random man around their children. And what do you think might happen? Next you know, the child gets messed up, sexually abused by this random man that she's dating. That's being selfish.
I mean, no, hey.
Yes, sir.
Well, you can't necessarily blame it on a random man because 80% of child deaths are caused by the mother. So can't necessarily blame it on a random man.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though. I'm not saying that all the men that these women are dating I'm not saying that it is all caused by that. I'm just saying that these are random men. This can happen. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but it can happen. It could be. I'm not saying they're going to be. It could happen. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's all.
If they're
It's possible.
right, if they're that
Yeah, I see the
unconcerned
possibility. Yeah.
about different, like, if based on how, like, there's no thought into why she's saying this. It all seems to be self-centered. It all have it's centered around that she's probably lonely, she's probably alone a lot, and she's not preserving the consideration factors when she's, when you're that desperate of a person, you don't consider nobody else but yourself. So the likelihood of what could probably never happen, it gets higher. The percentages get higher because you're not considering all factors. You're just like, I just don't want to be lonely. I just want to go out. Like, and she said earlier that your kids shouldn't hold you back from your dating life.
Right.
So that already right there, she's already has she has some belief that, that a child will do things like that. Not even, not considering the fact that this child didn't ask to be here. This child did not ask to be here. So when you make statements like that, it's almost like you forgot that you was getting your back blown out without protection, and you let a guy nut in you. Like, it's almost like that child just, and that is very selfish. I wouldn't even trust a woman
Well,
that
I mean,
says things like that.
I see that the female in the comments saying he didn't say death. Well, I mean, he probably should have, sis. I mean, I understand he did say get in touch, but I think death is probably a little worse than that. You know, I know y'all don't want us to point y'all flaws out, but that's what this is about, is pointing the finger at y'all on some things. So I mean, he didn't say death, but I did. So
Right. I mean, oh, you talking to the comments. Got it. Well, so let's go ahead and continue. We about to finish
yeah,
this
I'm
out.
talking to the comments.
Okay. Let's go ahead and continue.
Yeah.
Right. And I do see the comments down there, and I don't look like this on a daily basis. If you check out my social media, I look completely different. I do want to go ahead and say that one. But I mean, I totally understand where you are coming from, Miss Kendra, and I definitely will go ahead and try to get that divorce and maybe work on myself a little bit more.
We're not going to look past the fact that you said that you look totally different on social media. So you out here catfishing niggas.
Did you hear about the guy going viral for saying that his standard for dating is that their first date or their second is that she can wear her best outfit, but she cannot wear literally no makeup, no nothing. She can get her hair done, but it can't be no weave or anything. She has to look her best on either the first or second date. And
Nah, I didn't
women
hear
are
that.
like, he request. Yeah, so it went viral. It might start popping up more. But yeah, this dude put out there, a request for like how he dates women, and he was basically saying that's how men should, uh, you know, standardize their dating. Like, request that she can wear what she wants to look, to feel good, but she can't wear nothing on her face, no eyelashes, no makeup, whatever names they got for all the different stuff that they put on their face.
Hmm.
She can get her hair done. She just can't get weave and just show up. Now that's where you'll know whether she's really insecure. If she can wear whatever she wants as far as her outfit that makes her feel good, and without the makeup or nothing, she can just go out and she's unbothered by how she looks with just that. She still can get her hair done, just nothing that will cover up a blemish or anything. You just go out. And that's a real thing right there. I think that should be a standard nowadays.
I didn't. I'm. That video will probably pop up on me one of these days. But let's go ahead and continue.
But I do thank you for the recommendations and the compliments.
Yes, I think you got to handle some business if you want to attract different. Listen, all women with a vagina can have a man, okay? I ain't say you can have him to yourself. I say there's a man out here, if you got a vagina, that will want you back. But the question then becomes, what kind of man is that, right? And if you want a certain kind of man, you got to become a certain type of woman. So yeah, let's handle some business. Let's see if we could do some more research on how you can be officially divorced from, I don't have the details on that, but let's figure out a way you can get officially divorced from your husband that's in jail.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, sweetheart. Bye, sweetheart. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. You know, I always gotta, you know, it is what it is. I think that, you know, I don't say it as much anymore, but everything is law of attraction. So whatever you're attracting, whatever you have coming into your life, you are giving something off to attract that. Just always remember that. Okay? Let's keep going.
What the hell is she talking about?